Welcome back, and I hope you all are doing well and safe and obeying all the rules and regulations set by our medical team, our government, and not worrying your parents much. So, like I told you, we'll be doing the last chapter here. Okay, this is the chapter number 21. All right, and the name of this chapter is our national symbols. All right. Now, the word R is very common to understand. R means ours, okay. When we talk about plurality of our ownness, I is singular, R means when I am with my other friends and fellow Indians or my group of people whom I love or who love in return. Anyway, national means something which belongs to a nation, our own country, national. All right. And then symbols. Symbols are some like flags or things which can make us understand that this belongs to a particular people or organization or a school. For example, in your blazer, you must have seen, in your notebooks, you must have seen that we have the school monogram, all right, on your blazer. So that signifies that this belongs to Bishop Westcott Boys School. This boy belongs to, or a girl who's studying in the +2 section is studying and is belonging to the Bishop Westcott Boys Schools. So these are the certain symbols, insignias and monograms, all right, which tells us that these people who are wearing it or who have it with them are in shape of paper or in some documents, all right. So bags are also there, so many things, okay, which can have these emblems or symbols or, all right, do you get me? So there are, so let's get into the teaching here. The text, this is chapter number 21, our national symbols, and it is on page number 124. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to understand that what are our national symbols, and some of our national symbols like the national flag, national anthem, and national emblem. India is a land of people of diverse religions and communities. You must have noticed there are a few times that this word diverse, okay, diverse means different kinds, different sections, different sects, different groups, all right. So we have diverse religion, okay. We are Hindus, we are Muslims, we are Christians, okay, we are Sikh, we follow Sikhism, then Zoroastrianism is also there, all right. So these Parsis are there, so Buddhism, Jainism, all right. So we are there, and there are so many religions also in our country and communities, okay, different groups of people, like you know, in Muslims we have so many groups, Sunni and Shias, and Christians also we have. Some are Catholics, some are Protestants. Hinduism, they also have different communities, okay. And there are people, the different tribals also, the different tribes as well, okay. Yet, on several occasions like Independence Day and Republic Day, people from all the religions gather and celebrate their national festivals. So, we may be from different part of our country, we may be following different religion, but when there is a festivity, like you know what is a festival? We have Diwali, we have Holi, all right, so many different Eid and Christmas and Guru Parab and all that. So we all come together and celebrate that religion festival, all right. But there are some festival of the nation, of the country, like the Independence Day and the Republic Day. So people from different religion, they come and celebrate these national festivals. Besides, there are certain symbols which represent the values. Symbols, I have told you what symbols are, okay. They represent some values, that are certain values which we Indians are growing up with. Our parents, they tell us as Indians, there are certain things Indians should do. What we do when we see elderly people, we do namaskar, okay. People from other countries, they shake hands and they wish, they time wish, and they say all that greetings and everything, okay. Some people, they hug each other, thrice they turn their face like this, okay. There are different ways. Then When we see an elder, we go and touch their feet. Okay? When we see a guest coming to our house, we give them a lot of importance. All right? And we respect our parents. I'm not saying other countries do not respect their parents or elders. Okay? But we do it in a very different way. There is a feeling of heart and respect. Okay? I'm not saying other countries don't do, but they don't do much as we Indians do, and we all are proud. Maybe we are modernized, maybe we have done our teaching and learning, and we do work abroad in foreign countries earning a lot of money. But if he is a true Indian, whether staying in America or in UK or Australia or anywhere else, he'll have that Indian culture built up where he'll give respect to the way, to the parents, to the elders, the way it is done. People may mock, people may make fun, but we do not change because we have two certain values inculcated into our bodies, our systems, ourselves by our parents or by elders. All right, you'll understand, you'll know that a few things in our home that we are taught. In the school we have given examples of. Okay, so these are things. So there are certain symbols which represent the values, unity and history of the people of our country. So these are the things, the symbols, there are symbols which tell us the values, unity means coming together as one unit, coming together as one nation, coming together as one group, and then it tells about the history of the country. All right, what has happened in their past, where do they come from, who were their rulers, who were the groups of people when they started as, okay, where they used to live, what clothes they wore, what food they ate, what songs they sung, what music, what literature they wrote, what music they played. All right, what literature, dramas, all these cultural activities, they tell us the being of our own, okay, the history of our past. The national flag, the national anthem and the national emblem are the symbols of our country. So these are the three main symbols: the national flag, the national anthem and the national emblem. So we'll discuss one by one, okay, the national flag, the national anthem and the national emblem. Let's discuss the national flag first. The national flag of India is a horizontal. All right, you people must have been taught by a maths teacher or some other teachers also. Horizontal means something like this, all right, lying down like that. Vertical means like this. So this is horizontal, okay, this is vertical. I'm just using abbreviated or short forms, you do not use. I'm just trying to tell you anything, okay. Horizontal, okay, horizontal. So the shape of our national flag is horizontal and a rectangular. You know, square is like this, all right, but a rectangular is little bit stretched from one side or one, okay, where there are two parallel lines, okay, up and down sidewise. But if you see, one is longer, one set of parallel is longer than the other set of parallels. So that is the horizontal shape. And triangle, so I think even here I need to make, okay, a little bit longer so that you can understand. I know it might confuse you, okay. Yes, it is a triangle because, but to clear your doubts or clear a confusion, I'll just make it a little longer so that you can actually understand what is a rectangle, or our country's flag is actually rectangular in shape. All right. So this is a perfect rectangular, so you can now triangle, horizontal, rectangle and tricolor. Tri means three, always remember, tri means three, so it is of three different colors, all right, and which are deep saffron. Deep saffron means darker saffron. You know, few of our shades have little bit, some are lighter, some are darker, some are more darker. So deep saffron, then we have white in the center and green at the bottom with the Ashoka Chakra. This is the Ashoka Chakra which is navy blue in color. Okay, earth which is a 24 spokes. Spokes means these parts. Okay, these. You have cycle. Okay, you have bicycle. You can see your tire. Okay, both your wheels. Okay, how they are from the center. There's from the center. Okay, this is suppose the wheel. Okay, this is the wheel. All right, this is the rubber part of it, and there's a rim on which the rubber sits. And at the center, there are these things coming out of it. Okay, some poles are coming out, some poles are coming out of some. Okay, now those, they are known as spokes. So these are the 24 spokes, wheel in navy blue at its center. It is known as the Tiranga. The Hindi pronunciation is Tiranga, or in English we can say Tiranga, or tricolor. Okay, Tiranga or tricolor. It was adopted in its present form the way it is now today. Earlier it had a little different different things into it. So it was adopted in its present form during a meeting of the Constitution Assembly held on 22nd July 1947. So Constitution Assembly is a new word for you. It is actually a group of people who got together to make rules and regulations of our country, rules and regulations which would guide us, make laws. Okay, and there were certain like these national anthems, national emblem, national songs. Okay, all these were decided by them. Okay, what form of government we'll have. Okay, all of this was the labor, okay, the work that the Constitution Assembly had to do. Again, I told you, it was not done by a single person, it was a group of people there. So we name it as the Constitution Assembly. So during one of the meetings, they made it this, or they decided that this would be our national flag, and this was done on 22nd July 1947.